Good morning, everyone. My name is Kamar. I'm from Submit Press Release 123, and this morning I have my good friend Adam Root, who is a developer, a founder, and a great businessman. And today we are going to interview to get to know Adam know more, and then we can find out what Adam has done. He has a great company called SocialCentiv. So Adam is a entrepreneur. He's very famous. He's now going to Harvard. So I'll introduce Adam and let ask Adam to tell us a little bit more about himself. Hey Adam, how are you?
Good, Kumar. Thanks for having me on. In regards to your question, and thank you for the kind introduction. I don't know if I'm famous, but thank you. So basically, I consider myself a technologist, and technologist meaning much broader than just developer or anything, but going back to the times of when technology was exciting, and really solving complex problems. And that's what I like to do. I like to go out there and solve complex problems. Specifically, the problem that I'm trying to solve right now is how to give small businesses tools um, and that was one of the main motivations for starting SocialCentiv, what I'm doing now. But personally, I'm much more focused on going out there and just learning and continuing to learn about new things, like marketing and technology, and where those two things intersect to help small businesses.
Love it. So can you tell us about story of your struggle? Because most entrepreneurs, including myself, we always go through some kind of struggle before we become something that somebody knows about. So do you have a story of struggle that you can share with the audience?
Sure. So when we first started SocialCentiv, it was back then called Root and Madison, which myself and Lindsay Pennington started, and basically it was this idea of having a digital agency. I came from corporate America and also agencies, and I wanted to be a creative director, and so I went out there and started selling websites, and for some reason it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be, and I ended up peddling websites at my elevator in my apartment complex, just trying to pay rent because I knew that rent was due. And my first website, leaving a big kind of glamorous corporate America job, was a pooper scooper called the Duty Duffel. But I was just happy to have the work and really get paid for doing what I loved. And it's about that time that 2008 is when that was, and that's kind of when the whole economic downturn happened. But also this huge opportunity in social media. And so I remember when business was slow on that there's this huge opportunity with Twitter. And so I just remember doing a week-long hackathon trying to build what's now called SocialCentiv, the first version of it anyways. And just sitting there going, oh man, I was terrified because at that time we had just moved into I just moved into a house, and my mortgage was late, and I finally thought I was getting good business on the agency and building up the agency. Then the economic downturn happened, and I realized it was kind of a divergent from where I wanted to be anyways, which was helping small businesses. And so I saw that as a unique opportunity to refocus my efforts, but it definitely was a struggle, and still a struggle, to go out there and pursue my passion and help small businesses with tools they otherwise wouldn't have access to. But at the same time, it's been a great learning opportunity and a great evolution from corporate America to digital agency to technologist entrepreneur.
So what's one key takeaway from the story of struggle? What did you learn besides the fact that now your paradigm has changed? What is one advice that you can give to a person starting a business? What should they do to avoid any pitfalls down the line?
Well, I think there's two things. One, have a vision of where you want to be, and then two, don't lose focus of that vision, even when people are offering you a lot of money to change it, because ultimately it will fail. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I learned is I had a very curvy, windy path to get back to where I intended to be at the beginning, and having that curvy, windy path just made it take a lot longer and a lot slower to get to where I wanted to be. But I think if you go out there and if you know something to be true that no one else realizes yet, and that's your vision, just stay true to that throughout the whole process, and you'll get to where you want to be, even when there's a chorus of cynics out there telling you that you can't.
Love it. Yeah, most people don't believe you till actually something happens, and that's a ignition for you. And I remember when you were working on Social Compass at that time, I believe, in that executive suite, I was next door to you, and you were drawing those that I used to wonder what's going to happen to all that big maps. So you
Yeah.
definitely come a long way, my friend, and great. So tell us about your new product that you're doing, and what is the product called, and how does that solve the small businesses problem?
Sure. So the application is called SocialCentiv. It's a Twitter marketing application for small businesses, and basically what it helps them do is find customers they wouldn't know even were potential customers by listening to Twitter and finding purchase intent and sending them a coupon when there's an opportunity to present them to the business. So for instance, if you're a coffee shop and there's people tweeting on Twitter all the time saying they need caffeine or want coffee, you can listen to those purchase opportunities, and then right at the just-in-time moment, send them a coupon to come into your coffee shop and do it. And for those that aren't on Twitter, we find that a big portion of our audience haven't been on Twitter before. In fact, 25% of our users even have a Twitter account before they created it. And this is a really great way to get onto Twitter and participate in social media marketing, but in a way that you don't have to worry about engagement and likes and follows, but much more focused on return on investment. So to summarize that, SocialCentiv is a Twitter marketing application that lets you listen for purchase intent and then respond to that intent with a coupon to turn conversations into customers.
Can you go over in a little detail about intent-based marketing? Because I see your website, you have something called intent-based, so, and that's a new term, and I know you coined it, or at least I've heard a lot about intent marketing from you than anyone else. So let the users know what is intent marketing and how does it work in today's Web 2.0 circle.
Sure. I mean, intent marketing to us is simply the idea of listening for purchase intent. So instead of going out there and advertising and pushing your message with like outbound marketing, or writing a bunch of content to showcase your expertise with inbound marketing, purchase intent marketing is listening to the consumer for what purchase intent or what thing they want to buy, and then responding with the right offer at the right time.
Excellent. So what are different verticals that you guys work with besides the coffee shops?
Sure. We're focused right now on several key industries: entertainment, retail, fast food service, but generally just any small businesses that serves consumers have found a pretty good fit with SocialCentiv. Things from obscure businesses that I would never thought would have been a success. One of our biggest success right now is a driver's education company that I would never thought would be a target audience for SocialCentiv. But last month alone, they got 40 new customers, totaling about $1,600 in revenue. And considering our product's $49 a month, that's a hell of a return for them.
Good. Great product, SocialCentiv. Where can they find you? Can you tell us the web address for SocialCentiv?
Sure, it's socialcentiv.com, SocialCentiv.com. LCENTIV.com.
What's this minimum spend or an average spend a small business has to spend in a year to test your software? Obviously, the trial must be free, and then to subscribe it, what kind of a minimum spend they would have to do?
The base package is $49 a month, so I think that's what $588 a year is what they do for the or what it costs for the base package. And there are other packages going up to $300 a month that we're launching at the beginning of January 2015. The main difference between the base package and the $300 a month package is the $49 a month package is a self-serve product. The $300 a month package is we do all the work for you.
But that's very affordable. Very affordable.
Sure.
Right. That's great product. Very good industry specifications. How big is the company?
Right now we have 35 full-time employees and that are W-2 employees. We also have independent contractors that work with us that put it right at about 50 employees right now. We've closed 2 rounds of funding totaling $12 million in investment from our partners at Carriage House Partners and RLB Holdings. Probably going to close another round here pretty soon to help us really add fuel and go into other cities and really gain a lot more traction across the U.S. That's our big focus right now, is going into key markets and forming beachheads that have a dense population of small businesses.
Does your product help international market yet?
It does in Mexico. We're currently in Mexico and are working with Havas and Price Travel, some big travel companies in Mexico City. We are looking to explore going into the rest of North America by going into Canada, and are in conversations with several companies in Canada, but primarily focused on the United States right now.
Perfect. As an internet entrepreneur, besides SocialCentiv, can you give us one great internet resource that you personally use?
Sure. I think one of my favorite blogs is QuickSprout. I really like Mr. Patel. He's one of the founders or on the founding team of Mint.com, and a great marketer, great resource for those looking to learn how to market digitally better. His blog is awesome. I also would recommend Peter Thiel. His book that just came out, Zero to One. I think that's a great resource. And then I would also recommend anything on the Lean book series.
Perfect. Well, Adam, it was a great interview. You're a great person, great entrepreneur, forward thinker, visionary, and we hope to see you some other day on this Google Hangout. And congratulations on your product, SocialCentiv, and keep us posted.
Thanks, Kumar. Appreciate being on the show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.